Hey there, John Morris here, johnmorrisonline.com. Welcome back to another episode of the John Morris Show. So apparently I kicked up a bit of a storm yesterday because there's been lots of comments and back and forth and debate on the problem with Codecademy video I released yesterday. So let's go through some of these because I think it's important to address some of this stuff. So let's start with comments like this. So first one says, "Great video, John. This is the biggest roadblock for me. With some of the free coding sites, they're vague and confusing for someone who has zero background in code. It's almost discouraging." Another one, "I tried Codecademy and their lousy format made me initially dislike web dev as it was my first introduction." And finally, "Great vid, thanks. I was currently doing Codecademy, but when I saw your video and you mentioned Udemy, so I looked into it and signed up for 6 courses for $10 a pop. So I'm going to do that now, because although I've learned stuff in Codecademy, is a little challenging in some areas when you're absolutely new to coding. Thanks again." So you have those comments, and then you have ones like these. "You kids just don't read. Codecademy is great, and it helped me a lot." Another one, "It's supposed to be challenging. How else are you going to learn? Sorry to say, but people here are dumb as F. You are all falling for his marketing game." And lastly, on this side, while I agree that things should be well explained, there's also the other side of the coin. There may be people who may already know a different language and don't need the baby steps. If a course is too slow, that would be frustrating for a more knowledgeable person. All right, so let's let me just address the silliness. Now, the one guy calling people kids, like, I don't know. I'm not a kid. I got kids, but some of you out there, I get people emails and comments from people who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s. So again, this is just one of the ways that someone who's a know-it-all goes about trying to denigrate other people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's just weird in of itself. But this whole marketing game comment and calling people stupid. So yes, you're right. My entire devious plan is to put blatantly obvious and direct pitches in my videos and post those videos out on YouTube for everybody to see, and then target them towards a group of people who are simultaneously really smart and fairly sensitive to being sold on anything, and then hope that those people don't notice. That's a genius plan there, bud. And of course, you are the only one smart enough to catch it, obviously. Now, the truth is, you can do both. You can believe what you're saying and be honest, and give people the opportunity to buy your stuff, which, by the way, for any of you who are going to get into freelancing in particular, is a very important lesson for you to internalize, because there's a lot of people in this community who don't get that, and it really holds them back when they start to go out there and actually try to market themselves and their services. And it's one of the big reasons why they struggle. I did a whole video on this a while back, but you can do both. You can believe what you're saying, you can have a point to make, and at the same time sell your stuff. So if you think those things are mutually exclusive, that says more about you than it does me. In any case, that all of this was kind of my point. So I'll say it again in case some of you missed it. What I said was, but the way it's taught, the people teaching it, they're not all created equal, so to speak. So some are better than others. Some fit your learning style and personality better than others, and you'll learn faster and more clearly from some and not others. So some people love Codecademy or any of the other sites out there that teach this stuff. Great. They fit your personality and learning style. Have at it. But some people don't. For some people, they're not a great fit. Some people want or need more. They need the why, the deeper explanations, and they're not dumb or entitled young brats for wanting that. You are the a-hole for saying it. And if you notice the comments, a lot of the people who said that they had trouble with Codecademy or didn't like Codecademy, it was people who were brand new to coding. And again, that was one of the things that I mentioned in yesterday's video, that a lot of these sites assume a certain amount of knowledge. And in my experience, I found that, as for me personally as a teacher, I can't do that, because there's a lot of people out there who just simply don't have that. So again, It's just a matter of where you are and where you're at and what fits your personality and learning style. And you trying to vilify people because they need those deeper explanations and so forth, that makes you the a-hole. So my point is simple. If you want those deeper explanations and to have someone go through the why in detail, and someone who makes the point to try and dig deep and really get you to understand it on a fundamental level, then I happen to think, in my opinion, that my teaching style would be a good fit for you. Now, you make up your own mind on that. I'm speaking to a group of all really smart people. So, and really independent people. So, again, make up your own mind. But there's not something wrong with you. You're not dumb. You're not some young whippersnapper if you want or need that extra depth, especially if you're brand new to coding. So anyway, slick old devious marketing me, if you're wanting to learn PHP and want that deeper explanation and fundamental understanding, then consider giving PHP 101 a try. Because right now it's 37% off. So it's a great time to just go for it. Anyway, the discount link is johnmorrisonline.com/special. And since I'm so evil and cunning, I've put a time limit on the sale. I know, the horror, but it ends July 14th. July 14th. I said January in yesterday's video, by the way, and I didn't mean that. That was a mistake. I don't know what happened. Must not have been feeling very devious then, but it's July 14th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. So get it before it goes away. All right, that'll do it for this video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.